It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And here comes Denzel Ward. He does more than cover and is now up to a 50-tackle season. It's the Browns and the Steelers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
To about the 33-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Fights through him. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. You look at this Browns defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They juked him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
A.T. Perry.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys were set up shop at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And to the left side here, Wilson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It fights him off.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Browns had 3-9 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Open man is Uzama. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Rodgers.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This one complete to Burton.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself, is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Able to shake him off. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really you shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw again. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Alex Highsmith charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
On play action, they'll throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Boswell's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns.